Today we're going to be looking at Love is Here to Stay by George and Ira Gershwin. This is a wonderful piece to learn if you're just starting out. This is one of the Reader's Digest books that I really like. They seem to take a lot of these great jazz standards and simplify them, but also leave a lot of room for you to improvise over the top. This was also one of the last pieces. It says here, he was working on it for the score of the film The Goldwyn Follies when he died in 1937. Gershwin would actually play this at a lot of parties that he'd have at his house. And so some people who were friends of his who were musicians as well just remembered a lot of how he would play this at those parties. And so now we still have it notated down to date. That's enough talking about it. Let's get into playing it a little bit. Let's see here. Good little middle voice there. I love these chords. Here we have. Descending line here is nice. That's a good place to stop for a moment. Just talk about that first page. Very simple starting out. This is a common theme that comes up, and he rearranges it right there at the start. And then he always rambles under it. So that's an option. Da, 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 da. This middle voice, rambling again. And then this E flat goes down to the D natural there. And now kind of a new setting here. All these naturals come up. G natural, or G major here. We have this big G major chord with a 7th and a 6th. It's written as a 13 there, but there are a lot of different ways you could look at that. And that A natural falls down to the A flat. Very interesting. Very pretty chords there. I like that right there. It's a good little turnaround. So the and in time. So we're on a G7, it goes down a half step, F sharp 7, back up to G7, and then it just makes this a minor chord, which you might not think would have a lot of dramatic value here in the music, but it actually does. So just placing that melody, time may go, and on top of that, changing it to a minor chord. So you're kind of changing the voicing and the melody note. And I like to just play a big G minor 7 cascading all the way down to the C of the next page there. So it would, maybe not the best playing, but you get the point. More rambling. Interesting writing here. So you play this A chord, they call it a A7 plus 5, but then over the top he lays this E flat major chord. It's just an inversion of it, but what a cool sound, right? So let's try that again. And I just like to play it. You could play E flats cascading like that, and it creates a really nice sound. Now he does it there with this D7 minor 9 is what he calls it, or flat 9, but let's just call it a D7 for the sake of argument here. And then he places, and I'm just now kind of unpacking this, but look at that. It's based on the tritone. A is the root of this chord, right? So the fifth of it's going to be E. Flatten that down to our tritone now. That A to E flat. Weird chord there. As gnarly as it can, right? And going on. Look at those. Interesting chords. Great ending here, too.